Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode, another edition of Cooking with Kev. Hopefully you guys like my previous videos of me making guacamole as well as my first time making tacos. So this episode, we are going to be making something a bit different. Well, not literally different, but just different than what I did in the previous videos. So stay tuned. All right, as you can see right now, I am going to be making pork chops. But these are not going to be any regular pork chops. I'm taking a recipe that I went to a YouTube channel called Island Vibe Cooking. So they're going to be garlic butter pork chops. So I have the ingredients right now that I needed. Oh, and by the way, I am going to put that video. The link will be in the description box below. If you want to go check out their channel, you can, and subscribe and all that junk. This is mainly where I got the recipe from. But anywho, the ingredients that I have for you is going to be pepper, salt, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder. We have Italian seasoning, Creole seasoning, salted butter. Now the parsley, I don't really think that it matters if I got it in this way because you're supposed to get it fresh, but I figured if I could just get this, it's much faster, you know, to mix it in while I'm about to do this video anyway. But I also have minced garlic. They didn't have regular garlic, so I'm going to use this one instead. And we have some olive oil. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. So let's do this, shall we? Now, I've already cleaned these pork chops off because I got them out the pack. They were in there for like 2 weeks in the freezer. I didn't know when I was going to cook them, but I was like, you know what? Why not just cook them today? So there they are. They're just clean and ready to be prepped and everything else. All right, now you're going to have to forgive me for my ghetto setup here. I apologize for this. But anywho, I have my parsley over here with my butter. This is going to be the salted butter. We have the minced garlic, the organic one. We have the salt and pepper in here, garlic powder. Everything else is in here that I needed. 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So yeah, we're going to mix all of these together into a concoction and yeah, season our pork chops. So, all right, these seasonings right here, I'm going to be mixing them up together. So let's do that, shall we? So we're gonna mix the salt and pepper right here into that. Take this, put it in there. Boom, Italian seasoning. And last we have our garlic and onion powder. Put that in there. All right, so now I'm gonna be mixing all of these together. Be a mad evil scientist mixing things together. All right, so right now I'm going to add some olive oil to the pork chops, you know, kind of cover it up, layer it up. The video that I was looking at, it says you don't really necessarily have to have olive oil, but I have it in my kitchen, so I'm just going to use it anyway. I'm going to pour it. We're going to kind of like rub it down and stuff. So it's probably a bad camera angle, so excuse me. I've already washed my hands, by the way, so don't worry. All right, so next, it's time to season the pork chops, like so. Now we're just gonna flip them on the other side and just seemingly try to get it all in the pork chops. Just spread it around. Spread all the love around. Okay, now that we have them seasoned, we are going to let them sit for 5 minutes so they can marinate and everything else, and then we'll go from there. All right, so now that we're gonna wait for those to marinate a bit for like 5 minutes, we're gonna put the minced garlic into this with the parsley and the butter. Put that in there. And just mix it all up in there. So, okay, once you're done, it should come out similar to like this. Well, in her video, in the Island Vibe cooking video, it came out a little bit lighter, but I was mixing it, and maybe I may have added more parsley, a little bit more, but yeah, it should turn out like this or so. So let's move on from there. Okay, now we're gonna add some olive oil. Just gonna let it sit in here and boom, roll it all around in the pan. All right, so now we're gonna add the pork chops into the pan, and while we add them in there, I'm gonna add them like so. I'm gonna let them sit there for like 4 to 5 minutes, and we'll flip them on the other side as well. Put them all in there. I actually get a fork, so yeah. But we're gonna let them sit there for 4 to 5 minutes at least, and then we'll flip them and let them sit there for 4 to 5 minutes, and we'll move on from there. Okay, now it's been 4 to 5 minutes. We're gonna turn them over and let them sit for another 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so we're like 3 to 4 minutes in, and I gotta add some of this in on top of the pork chops. Okay, so make sure you put the garlic, the parsley, and everything else that was in that container. Put all of it, like the minced garlic and everything, on top of the pork chops, and as well as the grease around it, so it can infuse and everything else like that. And we're just gonna give it some more minutes to cook, and we'll go on from there. Yep. Okay, so now that we're done, pork chops are done. Oh man, they look so good and so great. I can't wait to just bite into them. But since I have these finished, I do have something added extra on the side that will go along with this video. All right, now that we are done, it is finished. Boom, look at the perfection. Wow. So yeah, man, after I finished the pork chops, on the side, I made some Ben's original ready rice, the 4 cheese that you can heat up in 90 seconds. I made some mashed potatoes, some corn over here, and some string beans. Oh, I forgot. I got some Canada Dry here. Now it's time for the taste test. Yeah, look at that. All right, here's another look. And now let's try it. Ooh-wee. Oh my God. Woo! Did I forget to tell y'all this is my first time making pork chops too? Well, it is. So I'm loving the blend of everything. It's just so cooked well, very much to the liking of my taste. I could taste all the seasonings, especially like the garlic and everything. Nice flow, nice blend. And it goes down so smooth, you know, once you just take a bite out of it, and then you can just see like the juices run off it and stuff. I'm gonna try some yellow rice, or the 4 cheese rice. Now for the mashed potatoes. Fire. All right, some of the corn. And lastly, the string beans. Damn. And we can't forget the Canada Dry. Come on, bro. All right, man, so I think I did a tremendous and perfect job with everything, with the rice and the mashed potatoes, the corn and the string beans, as well as the pork chops. You saw how I cooked those pork chops. They were looking damn good, wasn't they? You even got to tell me. But anyway, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. But like I said, in these videos, I will tell you if I did a tremendous job or if I did a terrible job. And I think I did very well, especially for my first time making pork chops. But I had so much fun making them, and I had so much fun making this video as well. And I love doing these. This is the 3rd episode, man. Cooking with Kev, garlic butter pork chops, and you know, it goes on from here. So if you guys like this video, just make sure on the way out you like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more content in the future. Get the comment section going. Let me know how I did in this video. Let me know how I did on the pork chops and I did on everything else. Maybe you should give me some tips or so or not. And yeah, we'll come back with another episode 4. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I gotta figure out my cooking juices or what I feel like making. So just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. This doesn't stop here, but I will talk to you guys later. Peace.